To film and how hard is it to transition into doing the film? Because now you're looking at something that's 3 minutes versus something that's an hour or longer.
Whew. When I tell you, the process, we shot this movie, what, last year?
Yeah.
We shot
August.
it August of last year. The process of making a movie, whew, it's a process, because you got to think about the pre-production side. First, you got to worry about the casting, making sure you cast the right people, and then you got to look at the locations. You got to look at permits. It's just so much that goes into like creating a movie, and the hardest part is the post-production when it comes to editing a movie. So I would say, like, you just got to have patience, and you got to make sure you hire the right people around you that's not looking at the dollar but looking at the art first, because the money gonna come. You got to look at the art first. So the process of that, from music videos into film, patience.
Was this a passion, or like when did you first pick up a camera?
Yo, that's so crazy. Like, I first picked up a camera when I first moved to America. I moved to America when I was 13 years old.
Where you from?
Haiti.
Okay.
Yeah. So I grew up in Haiti. I grew up very poor and, third world country. So I never had TV. I never had nothing. So I was like one of those kids used to be running the street with nothing, just eating out the trash. We was poor. So when I moved here in Miami, I moved to Miami, and I remember like seeing a TV. I was just so shocked. I was like, what is that? And they was just looking at me so weird, but it's like my whole childhood, I never seen a TV.
Oh, wow.
And I remember like my little brother was watching Barney, and I was like, what is this? And I was just so amazed with it, because since a kid, being homeless, like roaming the street of Haiti, and then just seeing lights coming through people's houses, because we stay in the hut. So it's like when I'm seeing like people's houses, lights coming through their windows at night, I used to wonder, like, what is that light? Like, what is that light? So moving to America and seeing that light, I'm like, man, I want to be that person behind the TV. So, like, since then I said that, and I remember when I said that to my mom, and she barely speak English. She said, "What? You want to be what?" And I was like, I want to do this." And she said, "Oh, no, you gonna go be a nurse." I said, "Nurse? What is? No, I want to do this." And I remember, like, I used to go to the flea market, like helping her like sell products in the flea market, and she used to pay me, and I purchased a camera, and when I purchased a camera and I just started being a photographer, and I just been going. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be that person behind the television.
So coming from that, and coming from like the way that you were brought up over in Haiti, does that make you appreciate the opportunities that you get even more?
Yes. I'm very humble, like every opportunity I get, I always say thank you, because where I'm from, like even when I go back home, like the neighborhood, when I go home, it's like a big celebration, because like I literally grew up very poor, so when I go home, my country, they support me. 2 years ago, Wyclef Jean, like he called me, he was like, "Hey, that's great." And I was so shocked, because he's a legend in my country, and he was like, "You Haiti's first female Haitian director." So he's like, "I'm gonna support you, whatever you're doing, like I got your back," so like just having that support, because it's like at the end of the day, like we don't get that type of support in Haiti. Like the kids, they don't have toys, they don't have nothing. So like every time like I get obstacles and things start getting hard, I think about moments when I was a child. Things I went through as a child is harder than what I'm going through right now. So that's what motivates me to keep going.
Okay.